You're watching ABC4 News.
Welcome back. We are starting with team coverage at Hill Air Force Base, where ABC4's Brian McElhatton and Sarah Murphy are standing by to give us a sense of the tremendous sights and sounds, which we just heard from Kate Garner. But first, we are going to head over to Sarah and Brian to hear the latest on what's going on over there. Hey, you guys.
Day. Hey, Courtney, yeah, if you notice, it's a little hard to hear, but what an exciting day it's been here at Hill Air Force Base in Ogden. Now, we're here for the Warriors over the Wasatch Air Show this week, and today is Family and Friends Day. We're seeing family and friends line the base. It's an exciting atmosphere here in Ogden, isn't it?
It sure is. A lot of military families and their kids are getting to watch the final practice runs before the air show begins, open to the public on Saturday and on Sunday. But I got to tell you, I'm very jealous of you, Sarah. You got to hang out with the Thunderbirds who are pulling in right behind us here.
Yes, and what a treat that was. I mean, right now, this afternoon, we've been seeing them doing their practice up in the air. They're doing their tricks, and I got to follow along on that yesterday as well. And I learned it's about as tricky as you could expect, but there's a little more that goes into it. Take a look.
You can't miss that. When the Thunderbirds are in the sky, it gets loud. They practice 3 times a day, 6 days a week, to fly in about 40 shows through the 8-month air show season.
It's very competitive. So of the 135 personnel that we have on the team, everybody competes and everybody is chosen.
You might have seen the Thunderbirds up in the air, but seeing them up close and in person is a whole other story.
We have slightly modified, obviously, the paint scheme. That's the obvious thing.
A lot of mechanics and a lot of details. But when they're up in the air, how do they do it? Thunderbird 4 Major Jake Primo Impellizzeri says it comes down to one main thing.
But we really have this mantra on the Thunderbirds called blind trust. When we do our show launch, the first thing you're going to see is the maintainers watching out. And when we get into the jet, we are caged forward. I'm not looking at any of the switches. I don't do any of the walk-arounds. I'm blindly flipping switches because I trust them with my life.
And his maintenance crew, like Chief Michael DeJournette, agrees.
It is our job to verify that everything is set up exactly how they want it to be. And knowing that you have a life that is flying in the seat every single day, it kind of gives you an extra drive, an extra push.
So up in the air, it's impressive to watch. But when they're on the ground, you see the action continue in a different way. That blind trust with maintenance and ground crews standing by. The Thunderbirds say every crew member, all 135 of them, plays a part and cares.
I don't know if you could care more than you already do doing this job, but like there's a certain feeling, like a type of love that I've never experienced until I got on this team. We're pretty close.
Like a family, they say, from the ground to the skies, where the engine rings loud. Sarah Murphy, ABC4 News.
Okay, what an image it is to see those in the skies. I mean, you just saw it. Video almost doesn't do it justice, does it?
It doesn't, and you not only hear the engine, you feel it right in your chest. You know, it's quite an experience. It's a visceral experience to watch it out.
And one thing I think that's so interesting is they talk about this idea of blind trust. They travel with each other. They meet each other's families. And so they say already this is such an important job to keep each other safe, but they say that really adds a whole other element. Now, I want to make sure you notice 6 pilots in the air. If you noticed, we got to talk to Thunderbird 4. They did that special for us because ABC 4. But 6 pilots in the air at once. They do about 40 shows for their season that runs from early March to November. A busy year, a busy year.
So they travel around. The Thunderbirds based at Nellis Air Force Base near Las Vegas. And so we're close to them, which is nice. But imagine what it's like to be them traveling around the country and putting on these shows for so many people.
A busy job and an impressive one to watch.
And more impressive stuff to come here from Warriors over the Wasatch. Our live coverage continues all evening long right here on ABC4. We'll be right back, everybody.